That was me growling. Good morning. We're live. What's cooking, everybody? Not a lot of weather to talk about, so I don't expect any big record crowds or anything. We always have these little breaks in between the next weather system we have to worry about, so we're just going to chill it. I can't get the camera centered here. I got Louie on my lap. Get out the sleepies out of my eyes. Sipping on my coffee. What's up? Morning, everybody. I got the comments rolling now. Cool beans, man. We got a lot of our regulars in there. What's cooking? Hey, Casper. What's up, Don? Don, you looks like it. It's sitting right next to me. But let's go ahead and say hey to Louie. Louie knows the deal. Louie's handling the new puppy pretty good. I got an eyelash in my eye. Hang loose. There we go. I got it out. So there's our boy. Here's our sponsor, Hurricane Louie. What's up, Coneheads? Good morning, Mike's weather page. Coneheads. What's up, Claremont? What's up, Sarah? Hey, Matthew down in Cape Coral. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Thomas? Jacksonville. Boy, you guys had a lot of rain in Jacksonville, right? Cristobal, yeah, Cristobal is heading up to Canada. So there you go, right? Good boy. We're trying not to get Louie jealous. So I'll show the new puppy. He's sleeping. I'll show him here in a little bit because I've learned from Louie when they're puppies, they play a lot and then they sleep a lot. So if I wake him up, he might make me have to hold him. Then I'll make Louie jealous, and I don't want to do that. So I'll show you all in a little bit. We'll keep this one down to about 30 minutes. So yeah, a lot of good morning. What's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, Aaron? Hey, Kimberly, all the way from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Awesome. You guys are getting waves already this season. So yeah, look at this. Technically, it's still tropical. I took all my tropical stuff off, but technically, it's still a tropical depression. Can you believe it? I don't even know if they have a fight. They don't even have maps anymore. But what's interesting, this is some funny wordage. This is so. When's the last time you heard or read hurricane advisory where it says some strengthening is forecast during the next 36 hours? Is that crazy? What I mean, come on. What the hell? Is this 2020? Right? 2020. What the hell? So we're having a strengthening Cristobal over land. Isn't that crazy? Crazy cooter. Crazy cooter coming at you. Let's take a look at radar real quick. We'll show you where he's at. We can super duper zoom in here. There it is. So it's making its way northward, on its way to Canada. So there you go. Still tropical. And I did read a stat. It could be a record for the farthest north and west system to maintain tropical characteristics. Usually these things get sucked up in the fronts and they go off northeast. So I did see a stat yesterday showing this one could be the farthest north and west tropical system in land. So that's a little tidbit, right? Not very often. Goes to Wisconsin. If you want to get some cheese curds. I love Wisconsin cheese curds. We have a place here at home called Varsity Club, and they make the best cheese curds. Oh my God, man. They just melt in your mouth. What's up, Sheila Ross? Coneheads, what's cooking? So yeah, there we go. You know, pretty, we got rain. We got some rain maps. Of course, flooding today is a concern up here in the north where Cristobal is now kind of merging. It's going to eventually merge with the front. But it's still, and this is what's interesting too. It's still 995 pressure. So it never really weakened its pressure. 999, so interesting, right? So there you go. Still pumping out some rain. Got little pockets of rain in Wisconsin here. It's, sucker's going straight north, man. Isn't that crazy? So Wisconsin, they're sitting out there right now drinking. They like to drink a lot in Wisconsin. And this one old boy is sitting on the porch with his other buddy, and they're sipping on some Bush Light, and yeah, I heard we got a tropical depression coming up our way. And they're like, you drink too much, Earl. It's Wisconsin. We don't have tropical depressions up here. All right. Hey, Chris Crowder, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I was on the radio last night. So I'll post a replay. But, hey, thanks to all the fans that listened on 104.1 in Orlando. I had a really cool interview. I thought it went really good. I was excited about it. I'll post a picture here. Let's take a look. So if you heard it, it was pretty cool. About 37 minutes long. And then, got the Andy Simmons show earlier in the week. That was fun. So that's pretty neat. I also did another one. Should be aired in another couple days. I'll share there, buddy. So there I am. That was Real Radio 104, the Tom and Dan show. That was in Orlando. So it was really good. Tom and Dan, awesome guys. And, man, I didn't realize when I posted it, we had a lot of fans that said they love them. So they got a huge following, man. Awesome. All right, so there's that. Let's see. All right, so we got the rain. Let's look at long range real quick. Tropics are not looking like anything right now stressful to worry about. Let's look at the storm chances today real quick. Obviously, up north, all this instability ahead of Cristobal. So that's where we're watching storms today. A little bit down South Texas. We have a front kind of making its way through the east coast. We got storm threats tomorrow up north, and then day 3. Look at that. We're back to rains again midweek. And we've been showing a lot about that. We got this front coming. So this is, what day is today? Tuesday? What day is today? Monday, Tuesday. So this is Thursday. And we've been talking a lot about that. So let's take a look at radar, future radar. Tropics, okay, first tropics. This little spot, nothing to worry about. It's 10%. Never got close enough to Bermuda, but it's a tail end of a front. And eventually it's just going to disappear. So no worries. It's a little yellow spot to watch. The African waves have been impressive. There's been a lot of chatter about these African waves coming off of Africa. Imagine that. African waves coming off Africa. Never heard of such a thing. So that's interesting. It's a little early in the season, but we're getting some out there already. This little guy's pretty healthy. So our next spot we're watching is actually a wave nearing the Lesser Antilles, and briefly mentioned it a couple times. Don't want to get too wrapped up in it quite yet. It's still very weak signature. But here is everything in a nutshell. All right, so as we go in time, here's Cristobal merging with the front. This is tomorrow morning. And there's our front developing as Cristobal goes off to Canada as a 984 low pressure system. Holy cow. What's up, Bobby? There's your spot wave watching. So there's our front. This is Wednesday night. And we've been talking about this front coming down to Florida. There's Thursday. It's going to be kind of weak, but if you're wondering why the rain chances are up just a little bit, it's because of this front. I don't think it's going to be a huge washout by any means. But there you go. So that's the front. The front's going to drape here over the weekend, just slightly bringing up rain chances. But watch down here. You can kind of follow this wave. The wave comes across, and it's kind of hard, sloppy mess to see. But anyway, the wave's right here. So sometimes first part of next week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday-ish, this little spot has been showing up as maybe something as it curves around the high pressure system. One time the Euro had it coming up through Florida early in the week as just a rainmaker. The GFS developed it for a while and kind of had it going. So that's the general area we're watching. I want to go back real quick to rainfall totals for the South, or just do the U.S. real quick, and then we'll talk more about tropic maps. But the threat level is very low right now, so nothing to get too worked up about. But I'll show all the maps because there's a few you long range ensemble lovers that love the chances of tropical systems. This is it. So yeah, all right. A couple cool comments in there. Yeah, we can't forget ABC. I forgot them early in the show, so I'll mention them now. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits actually sponsors the talk show, or I keep saying talk show, podcast. Tom and Dan show. That's how they found me. And so big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, obviously. We love them. And apparently they love us. So support them. I think I had still recovering from Cristobal tracking as I had a good night's sleep last night. Yeah, I'm going to show you the new puppy. ABC responded to a message. They showed the Bud Light seltzers the other day, and I responded, "That's my new favorite drink." And they wrote me back. They're like, "Us too." Never. Hey, what's up, Dale? My God, yeah, every window in the house is wet. Humidity is through the roof. We had a 110-degree heat index in St. Petersburg yesterday. We had hundreds across. That was a heat index, but to actually register 110 degrees. What's up, Whitney? ABC, man. Yep, a lot of ABC lovers. All right, so here's the rainfall totals. I want to get this real quick. So this is 24-hour rains, and it's still showing up. All right, so this is your front. So your Wednesday rainfall, generally speaking, here. Thursday rainfall definitely picking up across the East Coast. A little bit down in Florida, just normal stuff. That's not even an inch. An inch is yellow, so we're not even talking an inch down in Florida. And then Saturday, there's your rainfall. So definitely 2 days of rains coming for the Carolinas, Virginia, and South Carolina as our front comes through. And then here's that tropical juice coming. See it right here? This is Monday next week. So let's focus on that now. Okay? So we'll focus on the tropics. How about that? What's up, Katie? Lowell, yeah, the Cristobal's got a big high pressure to the east. Nowhere to go. Yeah, Jamie, isn't that funny? When you go there, it's like a candy store. Usually the cart gets full, and it's never a good sign when you go shopping there and they have to bring you a box to carry out all the liquor. So here's the GFS next. Is this next weekend, the 20th? No, it's 2 weekends. That's too far away. We're not gonna go that far out. So this is the area. Let's look at some models, and then we'll go to tropicaltidbits.com. And then we'll. So we're looking at a low threat here. So this the pattern's there. Here's the weekend. Let's just kind of show you where it's at. So this is kind of midweek next. So this is the general area again. Let me show you where GFS really got it fired up. So this was Wednesday of next week. It was a little slower than the Euro, but that's been the general pattern. This is Tuesday, Wednesday next week. This was one of the runs of the GFS. I mean, it backed off. Here's Monday of next week, and it pulled one up. So it showed some, but the overnight models have backed off, so that's good. So that's why I don't want to get too wrapped up on individual model runs. Again, here's the CMC showing that general low pressure area, kind of going off maybe around through Florida or first part of the week. Increased rain, basically. You can kind of follow it on the rain map here. I'm going in forward here. You can just see the general juice coming up through Florida and over here Tuesday and Wednesday. So, again, I'm not concerned at this point, but that could be the next spot to watch. Here is a little spinach down to Yucatan coming up that way. Real broad rotation right here. This is a week from next, but so there's that. Let's look at the euro. Yeah, Cristobal, man. I think Cristobal started like January or something. Here's Sunday. So this is Sunday. Little bit of spinach this weekend. And a little spinach here the following week. So casually watching this area. Euro backed off a little bit. Really good sign of spinach here Saturday of next week. This weekend coming up. And, pulls it up. And then, interesting run yesterday. It pulled that little spinach up through Florida. This is Monday next week. And actually kind of developed it off the East Coast. So you can see the thinking. High pressure, tropical wave. The MJO forecast is negative, very dry next week. So this is an inhibitor, if that's a word. So anyway, so the MJO is in a negative pattern, which it would help development if things were juicier. So that's one thing working against it. We'll look at a couple ensembles here. Here's a current look at Cristobal again before I leave it. This is a great site, College of DuPage. We'll take a look at Cristobal again, heading to Wisconsin. Pretty fascinating, actually, to think. This is weathernerds.org. Love this site. But here you go. One last look at Cristobal. Tomorrow he should be nearing Canada. And there it goes. So off to Wisconsin. Gulf water's back up, Cindy. Yep. Water temp's hot. Doesn't take long. 85, 86. These aren't updated yet, but they will be. I got a bunch of water maps you can take a look at. Detailed daily water maps. You can click on the Gulf. You have to dig out your brains, though. This is Celsius maps, so you have to figure that one out. I'm still a Fahrenheit kind of guy. So, a lot of beer talking. IPA. Too early in the morning for that. All right, so there's a little cooler water. This is kind of interesting. This is your daily sea surface temp. There's this. Look at that. You can see the where Cristobal was already showing a little cooler water, but it'll warm up fast. But it is cool to see the wake of storms. You can see the path sometimes of a storm, and look at that. See that? The cooler. Just a little cooler water showing where Cristobal's bands were hanging around a couple days. So that'll warm up quick. In fact, here's an anomaly map. This one must have got updated. When did this get updated? Still not really updated. But there's kind of where Cristobal went, cooler water. But it'll come back. All right, so I'm going to look at some ensembles here. And we can look at any chances for the tropics. We still got spaghetti models. Look at that. We still got spaghetti models on Cristobal. There you go. Cutting through Michigan. That's right, Brandon. Weather family. That's right, man. We are a big weather family. You guys rock. Hey, Dale, thunder in Odessa. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Might be a little too early. I don't think we're getting any storms yet. Maybe we are. There is storms in the Panhandle right now. Look at that. You might have heard some. But look at that. It's raining again in Tallahassee. Look at that, you guys. That's current radar. Little disturbance. So let's look at the ensembles real quick, and then we'll show you the new pup. We're not going to show him with Louie. We don't want Louie to get jealous. He's sleeping right here. He sleeps by him. So, all right. So what can we look at? Let's look at spaghetti. Let's see. We do Southwest Atlantic. It was too close. There we go. That was all right. So anyway, one lonely ensemble right now. So very, very, very low risk. So 1 out of 51 right now are saying development. So not very good odds this morning. The GFS we can take a look at real quick. kind of see what it's saying. If there's any ensembles that show anything. General low pressure, but nothing. So no more time wasting on that one. Scout season. What's up? What's up, Spaghetti? Yep. All right. So what are you guys chatting about here? Let's see. We got all the weather. Weather's quiet. Always a couple days after a storm, things get a little blah. We get ourselves so worked up, and then we have to wait for the next one. So there were a few yesterday. There was a few more. Ben Knowles, a guy I follow on Twitter. There was some more, and then Casper shared a Weather Tiger article predicting high hurricane season active, and a couple of the big dogs in the world were showing more signs that we could have a busy season. So. Here's more flash flooding, parts of Tennessee up into Kentucky. Look at that. This is live. So it's raining. Let me retweet that. Let me show you the one that I retweeted. So this is one. This is a long-range precipitation outlook, but it's basically showing you August through October 2020. Just a long-range predictor, doesn't mean anything, but higher chances, wetter. There's a word, wetter, wetter. I love the wetter. It's like Elmer Fudd. What's the wetter? They took away Fudd's guns. I heard they got new Looney Tunes. That was big news yesterday. And here's another one he predicted. The La Nina forecast increased for later in the season. So, everything, could be. Here's the weather history from the Weather Channel. So Cristobal can make history with its unusual path, potentially becoming the nation's farthest north and west depression since 1851. Can you believe that? So there we go. We could be looking at a record. Look at how everything always curves, man. These things have a natural tendency to go east. Coriolis effect with the Earth. So anyway, that's a little tidbit for you, right? So Wisconsin's had one lonely tropical system in its lifetime. And Upper Michigan has had none. So Kid Rock's up there, and he's getting ready to party. Yeah, we got stars are cool now. That's something new Facebook's doing, which is neat. Yeah, what else is new? All right, so let's show you the pup. All right, so here we go. Uh-oh. His little toenail's stuck. Hang on, buddy. Okay. So, this is Louie 2.0, okay? He's the smallest dog on the planet. And he's alive. Can you say hi? So here's his TV debut on Mike's Weather page. It'll be Louie's partner in crime. And so far, they're getting along pretty good, right? Can you say hi to everybody? Can you say hi? So he's little. Look how little he is compared to my face. He makes Louie look like a giant. So they haven't picked out a name yet for him. But they're leaning toward Rocco. Rocco. What do you think, Rocco? He actually fetches the ball already. I can't believe it. He brought the ball back. So he's a pretty good boy. He's really well behaved. Right? He had a good first night. Yeah. He's sleepy. So the timing worked out. We've been talking to the same lady that we got Louie for over a year, waiting for another small Frenchie, and we wanted the same color. And she finally emailed us about a month or so back and said, "Hey, I got a little guy." So there he is. Say hi. That's a camera. Say hi. So there you go. Yeah. I don't know. What's up, Cat? Yeah, I posted a video last night, so it's Louis handling him pretty good. He every time he cries, he kind of goes to the box and acts like a dad, Um, so I don't know. He really loved Rusty. I'm so glad we got him when we did because he's been sad since Rusty's gone. Well, we needed another camping dog. Two dogs are good. They like to play together. We could never take Louis or Rusty camping. He was blind. Getting in and out of the camper was impossible, and then running into things. So, but there you go. You saw it. Bill, no, maybe far relative. Christy, he's 8 weeks old. So, yep. Yeah, Brandon, he's sleeping. I call him Louis 2.0. I wanted to name him Lefty, but the girls are leaning toward Rocco. So there you go. There's your dog, Dawn. Louis 2.0. He's got a buddy, Sarah. Yep. Yeah, he'll be storm chasing with us. Never thought I'd have small dogs. I was always a big dog kind of guy. But there you go. I'll show him off. We'll start the show with Louis, and now we'll we'll end the show with Rocco. Yeah, I hope so, Tina. I hope they'll be besties. That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, so yes, that's cool, Stephanie. No, it was definitely harder leading up to it. I will admit, I didn't. Man, it was rough that week, but I thought it was too soon. But the vet told us over a month ago that it was time, and his daughter is now a vet there, and she's known us 20 years because we had to put our last dog down there 12 years ago, and she said it was time, and then. Even the day of, I said, "Are you sure it's time?" And they're like, "Trust us, it's time." So it was time. So anyway, what else is going on? Mike, I don't know what you are chatting about. So yeah, so the weather's a little, nothing really cooking. So that's good news, right? Enjoy your couple days off from the tropics. I'm gonna post that podcast that I was on last night. It was really a lot of fun. I'm going to repost Andy Simmons' show that he did too. So you guys get some weather talk other than me. Hey, Don, you got this week you got a front coming, but it doesn't look like it's going to be lingering too long. Thursday, Friday, yes. But let's see if we can look at some total precip. So it looks like it could be out by Saturday. But there's your increased rain. This is through the week. This is through Friday. And Virginia's getting some of that too. It kind of cuts out. But basically it's front. You can see it build in. So there's your rain, boom. So the big days, Thursday, Friday, rains. There's a front coming through. It's kind of going to slow down and stall a little bit. So that front's going to slow down. That's kind of why we're seeing that a little more increased rain coverage. So this is Thursday. You can just see the front here on Thursday. Friday doesn't move much. So Thursday and Friday. Increased rain across the East Coast. And then it finally gets another push. Hey, Ben, I did, man. I loved it. It was totally off script, too. I mean, I didn't even know they were filming me. I mean, I did a Skype, but apparently they replay it with me in it somehow because it's syndicated. So, yeah, it was neat, man. They just threw questions at me, and I roll with it. It was fun. So here's that tropical moisture coming up again, showing up. This is Sunday into Monday, long range, even on the official map. So that front just lingers. Front's lingering, and it's going to pull up this tropical wave down south. So it could be a little juicy, end of the weekend, into early part of next week. So that's something, something to just casually watch. This is next Tuesday. Nothing really showing tropical yet to worry about. So it's good yet. So Pouche, that's a good one. Yeah, it's very humid out. Oh my God, it's like, where is the humidity? Do I have a I thought I had a humidity map. I used to. Oh yeah, here we go. This dew points. Kind of gives you an idea how humid, especially man, lower, all that. So all this rain, you have all this rain that Cristobal dumped. Now you add heat and sunshine, and it becomes a big humidity bath. What's up, Sarah? Want to say hi? Come on, say hi to Sarah, and then we gotta go. So yeah, listen, we had Ben, it was great, man. I've never even heard of them, and now I'm gonna listen to them. They're pretty cool guys. Chris, we can start seeing these waves officially. They start popping in over July. Let's see, I got a cool link here. History. Come on. What the hell is it? I can never find my link. Storm history should be right here. Why is it not coming up? Hi, baby. Okay, you want to say hi? All right, where's Sarah? Say hi. Tell him about our new puppy. Tell him we got a new puppy. What's his name? Rocco. So there's my biggest fan right here. She always runs over me when I'm done, and she gives me a big hug, and she says, "What'd she say?" You say, "All done talking?" All right, let me go. So where's my map I'm looking for? Why is it gone? I don't even know my site. Tropical cyclone. There it is. I got so many things on my site, I don't even know where we're at. Now I found it. So anyway, here's your points of origins. History. All right? History. Since 1851. So, June 11th. So we had one system form out here June 21st through the 30th, the end of June. One system in the last 150 years. July 1st rolls around. Look, starting to get a few. July 1st. Then as we get into, July, July is very sporadic, but then once we get towards the end of July, things really get going there. So here's August, obviously. Then the doomsday months, August. Then there's the end of the world as we know it. August and September. October is the new September. Seems like it anyway. Well, I'll be ready for you. I'm ready, man. She says hi, everybody. She loves you guys. Man, she is the coolest kid ever, man. She sees a cloud. And, oh, look, bad weather. Hey, Richard. Yeah, we do have these waves, and if you look at surface chart, man, we just got wave after wave. And look, I moved my map yesterday. Remember? I loved it. So we got wave, 4 waves out here. Once our monsoon trough here, the ITCZ line moves up a little bit, these waves will be able to start breaking off and become a little more chance for tropical. They're a little too far south right now, but so we're watching. What else we got cooking? I don't know, Rocco. I have to look up the history of Rocco. I don't even know. Emmy said it just popped in her head. I don't know if it's with 2 C's, though. I think it's 2 C's. So there's a TV show. Let's look at the images. I don't have my safe search on, so hopefully there's not a porn star named Rocco, or I'm going to get in trouble. So there's that. Let's try cartoon. Oh, there was a dog. Look at that. Rocco Rama. So there is a dog named Rocco. Jesus, it doesn't look like him. There's Rocco with a K. Rocco with a K. So we can do Rocco with a C.
Shout Factory TV.
I guess it was a TV show. There's Rocco. Rocco's got knowledge. I don't know about that. We'll have to see. Yep, you guys found it. So yeah, all right. So let's go to Weather Tiger real quick. Casper shared this to me, so I appreciate that. But if you go to Weather Tiger, I don't know how much they give you on there because you got to pay to be a subscriber. But they, he said, I didn't even read it yet, Casper. Man, we got so sidetracked yesterday. But they came out with their prediction, and obviously it was higher than normal too. And they go really in depth. So if you're into reading, it's a good article, I assume. Spunky's kind of cool. Spunky Brewster. Python, that's exciting. So hey, Valerie, you're in Wisconsin. Are you really? So that's funny. So yeah, you move out of Florida to get away from tropics, and now you got tropical depression. Officially still a tropical depression heading up towards Wisconsin. It's crazy, huh? We got spinach, man. Look at that. And it's still got 995 pressure. Still technically tropical, and it's going due north. Karen, I did. I'm sorry. I'll do it tomorrow. Tiger King. So, all right, cool beans. All right, well, I want to go roll, do some other work, try to keep the dogs happy. Got to make sure I give Louie lots of love, right? Yeah, Kathy, you got a couple days ahead of you guys up there in the Pensacola area. This front's coming down. It's going to juice things up just a little bit. They're not even really showing it. So, like I said, that front only looks like it's really bringing the heavy rains to Carolinas and Virginia. So it looks like you got a good weekend there up in Pensacola. Today and tomorrow we just have, what is that anyway? It's a front now too. Maybe no, just an upper level disturbance. There's really nothing attached here to this rain that we're getting up there, and so it's just rain. Take a look. We can look a little closer here. Tallahassee radar. So there's just a little leftover, little Cristobal leftovers. How about that? And we actually got rain inching in on the Florida West Coast here. So, yeah, Jerry, you jinxed yourself. Puppy pics. I do have a puppy pic on my personal page. I can show. I got them both sitting down next to each other. So he's a little out of focus, but it makes Louie look like a monster. We thought, everybody says Louie, they're like, why is Louie so little? And then we get this guy, and it's like, oh my God. But he's he's only 8 weeks old. But we're hoping he's little. It's fun to have a dog that's little. So there's your puppy pic there. Little and large, I know, man. Lots of them, Don. Yeah, I'll post some video. Cool beans. All right. Well, hey, cool. Well, listen, a little low key today, right? Tropics are sleeping, which is great. So that's it. So enjoy your day. Thanks to all the new Facebook supporters. Remember, we got a little private chat room. I don't go in there very often. I post things in there a lot, but so make sure you check that out. We got great people, a lot of fans, good people sharing information, and like we said last night on our little podcast, man, we're like a big happy weather family, right? So it's gonna be a fun year. So all right. So I'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll see if the models start picking up on that tropical wave. But right now, things are quiet. So still some long range Tropic talk. Talking about the Bermuda High. But anyway, all right, cool. Well, hey, enjoy your day, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Wacky Wednesday. See ya.